Step into the unknown with the shadow frequency and your host, Matt Wilson, as he takes you where the shadows hum.
Welcome, listeners, to episode 138 of The Shadow Frequency, where we tune into the eerie echoes of the unknown. I'm Juniper, your guide behind the scenes, and tonight, we're diving into a story that's got our host, Matt Wilson, practically buzzing with excitement. With his background in broadcasting, Matt's been obsessed with this one for years, a chilling tale of a TV signal hijacked by a masked figure in 1987 Chicago, known as the Max Headroom incident. Was it a prank, a conspiracy, or something far more paranormal? Matt's ready to pull back the veil on this unsettling mystery. So Matt, what's got you so hooked on this creepy broadcast?
Juniper, this one hits close to home for me. Being in radio, the idea of someone overriding a signal was the stuff of nightmares. But this was next level weird. A figure in a Max Headroom mask spouting cryptic nonsense, beaming into thousands of homes. It's like the airwaves opened a portal to something else.
Well,
I can't wait to unpack it.
Well, you're giving me chills already, Matt. Listeners, buckle up for a wild ride into the unknown. Over to you, Matt, in 3, 2, 1...
Listeners, picture this. It's November 22nd, 1987. A cold Sunday night in Chicago. Families are gathered around their TVs, maybe watching the Bears highlights or catching a rerun of Doctor Who. Suddenly, the screen flickers, goes black, and then something appears. A figure in a rubber mask, mimicking the synthetic TV character Max Headroom, sways in front of a spinning metal backdrop. The image is distorted, the audio a garbled hum. For nearly 30 seconds, this intruder hijacks WGN-TV's 9 o'clock news, beaming into thousands of homes. No words, just a buzzing void, and that uncanny face. Engineers scramble, and the signal cuts back to a baffled sportscaster, Dan Roan, who mutters, "Well, if you're wondering what's happened, so am I." But that was just the beginning. 2 hours later, around 11:15 p.m., the same masked figure strikes again, this time on PBS station WTTW, during an episode of Doctor Who called Horror of Fang Rock. This time there's sound, distorted, warped, like a voice from another dimension. The figure rants, laughs maniacally, and makes bizarre references, calling WGN sportscaster Chuck Swirsky a frickin' liberal, mocking New Coke's Catch the Wave slogan while holding a Pepsi can, humming the theme to Clutch Cargo, and claiming, "I still see the X." Some hear it as "I stole CBS," like a taunt from beyond. The figure's ramblings grow stranger. They moan about piles, toss a dirty glove, and proclaim a giant masterpiece for all the greatest world newspaper nerds. A nod to WGN's call letters tied to the Chicago Tribune. Then the broadcast takes a surreal turn. The figure bends over, exposing their bare buttocks. And a woman in a French maid outfit spanks them with a fly swatter, shouting, "Bend over, bitch." The figure screams, "They're coming to get me," before the signal cuts out after 90 seconds, leaving Doctor Who fans stunned. This wasn't just a prank, it felt like a transmission from another reality. The figure's cryptic phrases, the distorted audio, the sheer audacity of overriding 2 major stations. How could this be human? Some who witnessed it live swear the air in their living rooms felt heavy, like the TV had opened a crack to something otherworldly. The fact that no one was at WTTW's control room to stop it only deepens the mystery. Was this a message from a spectral force using the airwaves as a conduit? Or something even darker, a conspiracy to unsettle the public? The Federal Communications Commission launched an investigation, but no trace of the hijackers was found. No equipment, no suspects, no motive.
Oh, I just made a giant masterpiece for all the greatest world newspaper nerds.
Imagine the terror of seeing this uninvited guest on your screen, late at night with no explanation. Was it a glitch in reality itself? A signal from a parallel dimension where Max Headroom isn't just a TV character, but something alive watching us? The technology to pull this off was sophisticated. Experts say it required a powerful microwave transmitter, likely set up in line of sight of Chicago's broadcast towers atop skyscrapers like the John Hancock Center. But who had that kind of knowledge and the nerve to invade the airwaves? Juniper, I don't know about you, but if I saw this on my TV in '87, I'd be checking under the bed for masked intruders. What do you make of this so far?
Matt, I'm already unplugging my TV tonight. That spanking scene?
Yeah.
Way too weird for a prank. It's like something out of a fever dream.
Right.
Listeners, what do you think? Paranormal or just plain bizarre? Matt, take it away.
All right, Juniper, let's pause here for a break. Over to you.
Wow, listeners, can you imagine flipping on your TV and seeing that creepy Max Headroom figure staring back? It's the kind of thing that sticks with you, like a shadow in the corner of your eye. We're only halfway through this eerie tale, and Matt's got more to unravel about what, or who, might have been behind this 1987 signal hijack. Is it paranormal, or something else entirely? Stay tuned for the second half. And if you're loving the Shadow Frequency, please like and subscribe, and you can follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and all the podcast platforms. Our website is shadowfrequencypodcast.com, where you can stream all our episodes. You can leave us a voicemail telling us where you're listening from. You can check out our new Shadow blog as well, plus grab some cool swag from our store and check out our new streaming Shadow Frequency radio that streams back-to-back episodes of the Shadow Frequency 24/7. Or you can support us by buying us a coffee if you like. Right now, though, we're going to dive into our Mailbag segment where we share your thoughts and stories. Stay with me here. I got to reach over and hit the button.
It's time for the Shadow Frequency Mailbag.
All right, we got a great message today from Mary in Vermont. She writes, "Hi, Matt and Juniper. I absolutely love the Shadow Frequency. Your episode on Amityville had me sleeping with the lights on. I read the book years ago, and it was terrifying. But hearing you dive into it brought it all back. Keep up the spooky work." Thanks, Mary, for the kind words. We're thrilled you're enjoying the show. Listeners, we want to hear from you, too. Send us your thoughts at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. All right, let's get back to the mystery. Back over to you, Matt.
Welcome back, listeners, to the Shadow Frequency. We're diving deeper into the Max Headroom signal hijack of 1987, a night that left Chicago TV viewers haunted by a masked figure's cryptic broadcast. In the first half, we explored the eerie details, the buzzing WGN intrusion, the surreal 90-second rant on WTTW, and the sense that this was more than a prank. Could it have been a paranormal event? A signal from beyond our reality? Let's explore further. Some theories suggest the hijack was a message from a non-human entity. The Max Headroom character himself was a fictional AI, a rebellious digital consciousness in a 1985 dystopian film. What if the hijackers tapped into something real, a sentient force mimicking Max to communicate? The phrase, "I still see the X," feels like a code, perhaps a reference to Clutch Cargo's final episode, but maybe something deeper. A symbol from another plane. The distorted audio, the erratic movements, it's as if the signal was struggling to hold a presence in our world. Then there's the conspiracy angle. Was this a test of public reaction orchestrated by a shadowy group? The hijack happened just months after another signal intrusion, a religious message overriding the Playboy channel in September 1987. Could these be connected? Part of a larger plan to manipulate the airwaves? The fact that the hijackers needed line of sight to Chicago's broadcast towers suggests they were physically present, yet they vanished without a trace. Some even whisper of government involvement, testing psychological operations through TV. But let's consider a more grounded possibility, even if it's less thrilling. Some experts believe this was a sophisticated prank by local hackers or a disgruntled TV station employee. The technical know-how required overriding a microwave signal with a stronger one. That points to someone with broadcasting expertise. A Reddit user in 2010 claimed to know two brothers, J and K, from Chicago's 1980s hacking scene, who had the skills and quirky personality to pull this off. No hard evidence supports this, though, and the FCC's investigation hit a dead end. Still, the prank theory doesn't fully explain the why. Why go to such lengths for 90 seconds of nonsense? Why risk federal charges for a fly swatter gag? The paranormal explanation lingers because the event feels so wrong, like a tear in the fabric of normalcy. Listeners, imagine tuning in that night, seeing that masked face, and feeling the world shift just a little. To this day, no one has claimed responsibility, and the culprits remain shadows in the static. Juniper, I'm torn. Part of me wants to believe this was a spectral signal, but that prank theory's nagging at me. What's your take?
Matt, I'm leaning toward the otherworldly. That broadcast felt like it was meant to unsettle us, like a warning from beyond. But I'll admit, the hacker idea makes sense too. Listeners, let us know what you think at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. Matt, shall I wrap it up?
All right, Juniper, let's close this frequency. Over to you.
And that's a wrap on episode 138 of The Shadow Frequency, where we tuned into the chilling Max Headroom signal hijack of 1987. Was it a paranormal transmission, a conspiracy, or just a prank that got out of hand? Thanks to Matt for guiding us through this scary mystery. Visit shadowfrequencypodcast.com to catch all of our episodes. You can read our Shadow blog, grab some swag, leave a voicemail, check out the Shadow Frequency Radio. You can follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and all major podcast directories. Matt, say goodbye to our listeners.
Goodbye, Shadow Seekers. Stay spooky.
Until next time, keep your dials tuned to the unknown. Good night from the Shadow Frequency.
Good night.
This episode was produced with a commitment to exploring the unexplained while grounding our discussion in documented discoveries. All interpretations are speculative and intended for entertainment purposes.